It's been a little over a year since I made the video titled Cheap Xbox Series X and S Expandable Storage, More Storage for Less Money. You know, the one that plastered "Don't buy this" on the thumbnail with a big Xbox green arrow on it. And if I'm being honest, I didn't expect that video to do very well. I just wanted to make it, but it actually took off. It currently has 115,000 views, and it continues to get views even a year later. Now that tells me that people are definitely interested in the topic, and they want to know of a cheaper way to store and play their games on next-gen systems. Like that video, obviously this video is also targeted at the new Xbox Series consoles, but the same logic can be applied to the new PS5. You simply do not have to pay for the super expensive expandable storage. And more than a year after making that video and using an Xbox Series X every single day, my opinion hasn't changed. So to recap my stance on the external storage situation with next-gen systems. Eventually you're going to run into a storage problem. You're going to need more space unless you constantly want to delete and re-download games. But you don't need to buy the super fast external SSDs that will allow you to play next-gen optimized games on your Xbox Series X or S or your PS5 directly from that expandable storage. Instead, buy a cheaper drive with much more storage and simply transfer your games back and forth as you need to. This takes more time to do, but in reality, you'll probably only have to do this once or twice a month. So you have to ask yourself, is 20 to 40 minutes a month worth saving hundreds of dollars, all while getting 3, 4, or even 5 times the storage capacity? 100% yes. After making my video a year ago, I decided to buy a 5TB external hard drive from Seagate, and it cost me $95 on Amazon. It doesn't have the fastest transfer speeds, it doesn't load games lightning fast, but you know what it does? It stores a boatload of games. I currently have 174 games downloaded, and 152 of those are on my fat hard drive, conveniently named Big Belly Bob. All these games, and many of them playable at the click of a button, and I still have 1.3 terabytes of space left over. Do I plan to play all these games right now? No. Will I ever play some of these again? Probably not, but they're there, and they're ready if I want to. Now, other games that have the X and S logo on them can't be played directly from the external drive, which of course is the major downside of using the normal external hard drive rather than the super expensive SSDs. But transferring a 70GB game from my external drive to my internal drive took about 20 minutes, which is well worth the wait in my opinion. Now, the way I manage this, I constantly try and keep at least 100GB of storage space left over on my internal drive. That way, if a big game comes out, I usually have enough space to download it, and then I can worry about managing my space later on. I don't have to do any transferring right then and there. But if for some reason the game I'm trying to download won't fit, it's only going to take me 10 to 20 minutes to move something from my internal drive to my external drive in order to give me enough space for that new download. Back when I made the original video, there was only one option for Xbox Series consoles, the $220 1TB storage expansion card from Seagate. Well, now Microsoft has unveiled 2 other options that are going to be available in the coming months. 512GB for $140 and 2 terabytes for $400.
$400.
$400 for 2 terabytes of storage. Are we serious right now? Now, like I said, I got 5 terabytes for under $100, and really the only drawbacks after using it for a year are that the loading times are slightly slower, and I can't play the X and S enhanced games directly from the drive, barring a few exceptions. But I can easily transfer games back and forth as I want to play them or decide I need some space. Not to mention my drive can be plugged into my Xbox One X, and I can play games in a few seconds there too. Which, by the way, you can't do that with the overly expensive storage cards that only slot into the new systems. There's just no need to pay this much for this little capacity. I know I'll get comments in this video that say, time is money, and I like the convenience, and I'm super rich, so whatever. But hey, for the average person that just needs some extra space, especially if you're on an Xbox Series S where the storage is abysmal, the solution is not to buy a storage card that is more expensive than your console altogether. It's to get as much bang for your buck as possible without losing that next-gen gaming experience. Like I said, the loading times aren't as quick on the new system when you're using an external drive, so you're playing an old game or a game that's just not optimized for the new systems, but it's still faster than it was on previous generations. And let's be honest, how many games do you actually play at one time? 5, 10? That should easily fit on your systems, unless you just got a bunch of Call of Duty Warzones on there, then you're just in trouble no matter what. But on my internal drive with about 120GB left of storage space, I usually have 20 to 25 games installed, ranging from small 5 5, 10, or 1 gigabyte games, up to the giant Master Chief Collection, which is like 120 gigabytes at this point. And somehow, over this last year, I've been able to make it work without too much of a headache. So yes, a year later, a year after I made that video, still, don't buy them. It's not worth your money unless you just don't care about your money and you just want the best that there is. I mean, go for it, whatever you gotta do. But for the normal average gamer, having a much cheaper, higher capacity drive as your external drive and then swapping things back and forth as you see fit is the much better option. But hey, that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed, share this video with a friend to help me get it recommended to others, and maybe subscribe to stay up to date on all of my content. But with all that said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time, don't buy those drives. I'll see you later.
$400.